Have you ever picked up a brightly colored snack and thought, wow, that looks delicious? Well, there's a reason for that. The food industry knows that color matters. Artificial dyes are used to make food look more appealing, but have you ever stopped to ask, what am I actually eating? Today, we're exposing the truth about artificial food dyes. What they are, where they're found, and most importantly, how they might be affecting your health in ways you never imagined. Artificial dyes, also known as synthetic colorings, were originally made from coal tar, yes, the same substance used to pave roads. Over time, manufacturers switched to petroleum-based chemicals to create these colors, and they are now found in thousands of everyday products from food and drinks to medications and cosmetics. But here's the kicker, these chemicals do not exist in nature, so why are they in our food? Artificial dyes are everywhere, especially in foods marketed to children. Think about it, kids love bright colors and companies know this. That's why ultra-processed foods like cereals and candies almost always contain at least one synthetic dye. But it's not just in snacks. Artificial colorings are also commonly found in over-the-counter medications, children's vitamins, toothpaste, lipstick, and other cosmetics. The most commonly found dyes in foods today are blue dye number 1, blue dye number 2, green dye number 3, red dye number 3, red dye number 40, yellow dye number 5, and yellow dye number 6. Out of all these, red number 40, yellow dye 5, and yellow dye number 6 are the most widely used in the United States. In fact, they account for 90% of the dyes used in processed foods. You might be shocked by some of the foods that contain these synthetic dyes. Some common ones include candy, sports drinks, ultra-processed foods, cereal, and even condiments. Now let's get into the serious part. What are these dyes doing to our bodies? Artificial food dyes don't just add color, they come with risks. According to a study by the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment, food dyes have been linked to behavioral problems in children, including inattentiveness, impaired memory, hyperactivity, and restlessness. In Europe, foods containing artificial dyes must carry a warning label stating, may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. But in the United States, the FDA does not require these warnings. Let's take a look at how some of these dyes affect our health. According to the OEHHA, many dyes lead to incredibly harmful health effects. Blue dye number 1 is linked to developmental delays and nervous system effects. Blue dye number 2 increased tumor risk in animal studies. Green dye number 3 found to increase bladder tumors. Red dye number 3 shown to cause cancer in lab animals, banned in cosmetics but still in food. Red dye number 40 affects brain development in children. Yellow dye number 5 can cause irritability, restlessness, and sleep disturbances, even in small amounts. Yellow dye number 6 may be contaminated with cancer-causing chemicals. These dyes are not just harmless additives, they have real consequences, especially for children. So, what can you do to reduce or eliminate food dyes from your diet? Here are some simple steps. Read the ingredient list. The FDA requires food dyes to be listed, so if you see red 40 or yellow 5, consider skipping it. Choose whole, unprocessed foods. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and homemade meals are the best way to avoid artificial dyes. Opt for natural alternatives. Some companies now use plant-based colorings from turmeric, beets, and spirulina instead of synthetic dyes. Some food dyes come from natural sources like carmine, which is made from crushed insects. But natural doesn't always mean safe. Carmine can cause severe allergic reactions. Always do your research. At the end of the day, knowledge is power. By staying informed, reading labels, and making healthier choices, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from the harmful effects of artificial dyes. If you found this information helpful, share this video to spread awareness. Let's make informed choices together.